Alright guys, hello and welcome back to the channel. This is the Omni-Crab and today we are playing Battle Cats. Today the 13.3 update finally came, and as always we got our complimentary rare cat ticket, and boom, there's weekend concerts. Okay, so I'll make sure to make a video on those stages, but without further ado, let's get into the big update we all know and we're all looking for, which is the updated enemy guide. Of course, Battle Cats Wiki is no more. That is the cat guide, not the enemy guide, but to be fair, they are going to be pretty similar from now on. Still pretty bad because it's a slider with like a million enemy units, so that's going to take forever. Find the unit you want, but now you can see all of their abilities and even enemy like event enemies like Golden Doge, Grandmaster Cat, the Ulala, Mesocosmos Cyclone. That name is a handful, but now you can find a lot of these cool enemies and find out what traits they have, what abilities they have, without needing to go onto the online wiki, which I gotta say might hurt the community, so a lot of the new players to the game don't think they need to search it up, find useful counters. But boom, I didn't even know that the Gory Bride or the Gory Groom had base killers, so that's very helpful. For something like Mega Cat, some of these event enemies, you can't tell if they're metal or traitless, so this is very helpful. You can tell what trait to use and you can see what abilities they have, and it's kind of funny because you can tell now by looking at this, a lot of the enemies don't really have any abilities other than single or area target, but they're still also different, which kind of tells you how like versatile the stats and attack ranges in this game can be and how important they are. But then look at this, something like this with all of these immunities and abilities and freeze, although this thing is kind of just a base protector. And with the new enemy dictionary already gone over, I do kind of want to show you guys all of my new Hatsune Miku Ubers and units, because a lot of these units are just dodge meat shields, which is an incredibly unique niche for like a collab to have. Being as dodge meat shields are already pretty rare, to have a ton of them in one banner is super nice, so let's go find them. They're all going to be right next to each other, and here they are. I only have 4, but they're going to be pretty good throughout the game. So first off is Miku Cat CC. He's got to be the weakest out of the bunch because the floating just have way better meat shields, but then again, since they have crazy and intense damage output, dodge can actually be a pretty versatile and useful like way to solve them. Then we have Luca Cat, who of course dodges aliens. Next up, we're going to have... Oh, and look at that funny little fish animation. That looks so awesome. She just puts it on her head and she spins. Then we have Nico Rin CC, which all of these guys aren't... They are spammable meat shields, but not to the same level. Some can be spammed much more easily than others, but these are all just basically dodge spammable meat shields. Nico Rin CC, who has to suffer the worst fate because, you know, Manic Mohawk, Malevolent Mohawk, the best dodge meat shield for Blacks, Relics, and Aku in the game. So their typing is just going to seem underwhelming, but maybe they can be used in tandem. And then we have Nico Len, who has dodge versus metal enemies, and then of course that is dancing, but it has nothing to do with this collab. Let's go and check out my Ubers. I only got 2, but luckily I got the only one I needed out of this collab, which is very good, and the second, which is kind of underwhelming. First off is Hatsune Miku MM 2022 Tokyo, 2020. Quite the mouthful of a name, but they have resistant versus angel and red enemies, but that's not really where you're going to be using her. Her biggest versatility comes from her being a ranged wave meat shield, which I've needed for such a long time. I have Spooky and Neko, but they don't really cover the same range they do. She has like double her range and actually good health to fit any wave stages with piercing damage. And then we have Hatsune Miku XVICC. I think that means 16. And she, like that other dodge meat shield versus black, suffers from horrible typing because she does surge and strong against black, which is covered by a non-limited exclusive, very not easy to get, but a very powerful Uber nonetheless. It's not from an exclusive or limited banner, which just makes it a lot easier to get in my opinion. And that is Adventurer's Kana, and with drastically more health for the I guess trade-off of less survivability because she doesn't have strong against. She has massive damage, so she's much more damage based. Largest LD in the game, and Behemoth Slayer, so an additional niche. She just suffers from having none of those, and she does have slow, but the ability doesn't really add on to her kit by much. It's a very small slow, like it's only for 2 seconds, so it's not going to save you in any sticky situations. But with that being said, that's going to be about it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I know it's a shorter video, but still, leave in the comments below what you'd like me to change my Battle Cats Officers Club badge to, and if it's a cat I have, I will. Thank you all so much for watching the videos, enjoying the content. This is a shorter video, but I hope you guys still enjoy it nonetheless. I hope you see you in the next one. I hope you have an amazing day, and that's better for now. Your favorite Omni-Crab, signing out.